The rumor mill surrounding the Samsung Galaxy S Ultra is indeed currently more active than ever. Reason enough to take a look at the top 5 innovations in this video that are supposed to reach us with the Samsung Galaxy S Ultra and compare them to the current S Ultra. If you're interested in that, then stay tuned. My name is Oliver. Welcome to the Smartphone Blogger channel. Welcome back. Cool to have you with us once again. The Samsung Galaxy S Ultra is only 6 months old and is definitely indeed one of the very best phones for the year 24. But the year 25 is of course ahead of us, and there are definitely a few things that could really be significantly improved on the ER. Will that really change with the ER model? Now, let me show you my top 5. Let's start with the camera, as it is arguably the most important for most of you. And this is exactly where Samsung wants to step up, because the 200 megapixel main camera truly captures more than just good shots. However, they have already trimmed down the ER model. Even though the 10-fold optical zoom has been reduced to a 5-fold optical zoom, now there are more megapixels available here. However, one sensor that has aged is the triple optical zoom, and specifically here one ultimately wants to step up because the key difference from the S Ultra is that one has the older 10 or 12 megapixel sensors improved by modern 48 and 50 megapixel sensors. So here one would like to grasp a trick, which has actually indeed already been worked on with this 5-fold optical zoom that I just mentioned. So generally speaking, more megapixels are supposed to bring more sharpness through pixel binding, leading to better shots in the end. Personally, I am honestly positive that the whole thing can work because the sensor is now so old that any kind of improvement can definitely be good. And especially with the AI functions that were already included in the ER, there is really a lot of potential here that this triple optical zoom, which is used more often than the 5-fold optical zoom, can convince many of you out there. So even with the camera, one will lag behind, even if the main camera is not completely redesigned but will stick with the old sensor. If you've ever thought about starting your own YouTube channel, or if you enjoy editing videos, you may need the right editing software. I would like to recommend Filmora 12 to you here, as it offers a wide range from beginners to advanced users. Believe it or not, the videos on my YouTube channel are also edited using Filmora by Wondershare. And there are several advantages. It is so simple because it offers functions that allow you to cut out complex shapes to show yourself twice in the picture. Perfect for self-talk, like I sometimes want. Or the function to automatically calculate all possible parameters, such as color saturation. There is also an adjustment layer where effects can be applied, which then affect all clips above it. This saves a tremendous amount of time. AR technology is also integrated. With the AR Studio Stretch tool, you can adjust your background music to the length of your video. And those are just some of the features. You can see there's quite a lot going on here, and it's all really straightforward. So straightforward that even I understand it. And that alone should definitely convince you. So if you want to edit something privately, or if you're planning to start your own YouTube channel or edit on other social media platforms, feel free to use Filmora 12, as you can try it out for free. Link to it is provided below in the video description. Next is the processor. And to be honest, I'm not entirely sure yet if this is really an improvement. With the S Ultra, we were really very excited that here in Europe we got the highly anticipated Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 integrated. Because the in-house Exynos processor is also indeed good, but in detail it never quite matches up to the Snapdragon processor. So here in Germany, this is how it was done. The Ultra model received the Snapdragon processor, while the base and Plus models each got the Exynos processor. And it also looks like in the S Ultra we could potentially indeed get the Snapdragon 8 Gen 4 in the upcoming new version of the series. But now comes the final rumor. Samsung is so confident in its own strengths that it wants to use its own Exynos 2500, manufactured in the 3nm process, which is currently being produced alongside Apple's latest processor in the same process. And this is supposed to finally be the breakthrough, to be better than Qualcomm with the Snapdragon processor. Honestly, I don't believe they can achieve that again this year or next year, to be honest, at all. But they believe in themselves and therefore really want to incorporate their own processor as the best feature in the Ultra device. Furthermore, there are plans to give the S Ultra a new display. Rumors are still not entirely clear on whether the display borders will actually become thinner or not. Universe has already predicted here that this will not be the case, so at least the display should be identical to that of the S Ultra in appearance. But there is definitely a new change here, as the UDR 2000 display significantly replaces the previous dynamic AMOLED. 2x display offers significantly improved HDR display, higher brightness, and a dynamic refresh rate for a more enjoyable and overall better viewing experience. And that could give the display another plus point because the S Ultra was already known for not reflecting. And compared to the competition, that's a really amazing feature that most people overlook. But more display brightness would sometimes be one of the biggest wishes I have for the display. HDR naturally makes more sense, taking it one step further. You can see that in the end, it's about nuances where you want to stand out compared to the competition, and I am confident that it can succeed this time. Okay, the next point is a small improvement, but it should cause an aha moment. We're talking about the battery. While the battery size of 5000 mAh isn't expected to increase, the charging speed is to improve. And we are talking about wired charging. Until now, it was only possible with 45 watts, but not a top value, but still faster than iPhones. But we want to upgrade it to 65 watts. Yes, that's not a milestone. Other manufacturers offer 80, 90, 120 watt charging, but it would be at least another 20 watts. But it isn't important if you don't have the right charger. That will not be included in the package. And for me, of course, it's again a tough criterion why it somehow annoys me, even if in the end you get a little bonus gift. Let's move on to the last feature, where two things come together. Firstly, the Samsung Galaxy S Ultra will be even faster. It is evident that there is a difference compared to the S Ultra. The S Ultra will indeed utilize faster and more efficient storage technologies, namely DDR and UFS. And this enables significantly faster data transfer and also improves overall performance. But there is a significant reason why one would want to do all this, as it involves AI. The S Ultra was already definitely the AI phone, and of course the S Ultra will hit that mark again. And these calculations, which were already really good on the S Ultra, are now even faster. And that is very important because that is also a small drawback. Even though there are definitely many features in the S Ultra, the speed doesn't quite convince me. You notice now 5 points supposed to change with the S Ultra. I'm curious, do you like it? Write me your opinion in the comments, and always remember, stay healthy, take care, see you soon, your smartphone Bauer.